Hey friends, Barkey Dog here, back with another quick yap movie review. So, I just got back from seeing this here movie at the theater, and this is just my quick impression of it. Is this movie any good? Was it entertaining? And so on. Well, this time, I went to go see Adipurush. Yes, another film from India. I swear, I'm not holding out on you. I do have some American movies I want to go see for these. But this week, I didn't have a lot of choices. I decided to skip Elemental. I heard it was okay, slow to get going, but the second half and the ending are supposed to be quite good. I don't know, not seen it myself, but I didn't want to give Disney my money, and I sure wasn't going to go see The Fake Mermaid or The Dial of Dysentery. So there you are. Adipurush was the best option. So what's this thing about? Well, I'm from America, right? I don't know much about the background, but apparently this is based on a mythic legend called the Ramayana. Kind of like the Gods of the Mountain or the Monkey King mythic legends from China. We got this here noble prince, see? He's our larger-than-life mythic hero, and his dad was going to name him as the next king, but the dad had to keep a promise, making another son king and sending his good son out into exile. The hero is okay with that because he's super noble and selfless and believes you gotta keep your word. So he goes into exile, one of his brothers goes with him, and he also has himself this here hot, sexy princess chick for a wife. Hey, I'd go into exile with her, no problem. Meanwhile, our baddie has made a deal with the gods, and he is granted magic powers. He is not immortal, but they make him practically invulnerable. He cannot be killed by regular means. The baddie sees the hero's sexy chick and decides he wants her for himself. Can't say that I blame him. So he chick-naps the sexy chick. This sets up a battle between the forces of good, represented by our hero, and the forces of evil, represented by the baddie. The hero gets himself an army of intelligent monkeys and gorillas as allies, and the baddie's army is made up of orcs and bat creatures. So it's Planet of the Apes versus Sauron's army. Literally, that's what it looks like. Apes versus orcs. So how about it? Is this thing any good? Well, this one got mixed reviews in India. For the most expensive film ever made in India, some people didn't like the look of the movie, but I enjoyed this one. The movie clocks in at about 3 hours, yet it didn't feel like 3 hours. It felt regular movie length. So that's a good sign. I was never compelled to look at my watch once. It also had an intermission, which is nice. This picture is CGI and green screen heavy, which is to be expected. The CGI does look a bit dated, like maybe CGI from 10 or 15 years ago. So some elements have that video game look, if you know what I mean. But as I say, all that's to be expected. I did like the production design and the soundtrack. The cast is pretty good too. This is also available in a 3D version. I would have gone to that, but the pricing was a bit steep for me, and they only had late showings, so I went to a standard version matinee instead. You can see how they were layering images for 3D, though, and it might have been cool to see it that way. You can tell they were cribbing hard from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy, or at least his Hobbit trilogy. The big battle was reminiscent of the Battle of the Five Armies, if not the Battle of Helm's Deep. So if you crave some epic medieval battle action, there you go. Gotta say, all in all, despite the dated look of some of the CGI, I found this one to be different and entertaining and worth a watch. It's always interesting to see stuff like this from a different culture. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.